Hey guys, welcome back to Raid Shadow Legends. In today's video, we're over on my free-to-play account where we are currently on day 12. And as you can see on screen, this was the screenshot that I took on my iPad when I was playing the game of collecting my chest for the Arena Weekly, which ended, like I said, on day 12 of my account. And I wanted to make this video to go through all the super sweaty ways you can actually get some really good gear in the early game that basically save the need for farming, because at the moment, all I am focusing on is leveling fodder and building up 6 stars because I know I need them to rush my Arbiter missions, which is something I am doing. And by doing that, it means I'm not farming. I just hate the idea of farming anything below 20 on any of the dungeons, except for spiders, which I'll talk about in a sec. But I hate the idea of it because it just feels very inefficient. Whereas when I'm farming fodder, I'm already farming at max efficiency. Same as when I look to Minotaurs, if I need to do that, I'm already farming 15 2-man. So it kind of makes me not like farming the early stages of dungeons, at least below level 20. So I want to be able to get as much gear as I can through other means, and that's what I want to go through in this video. Now, this is once again for super sweaty players. You know, you've got to be investing some time and effort into the game to do these things, but I want to go through it anyway. First of all, as you can see on screen, like I said, that was my arena chest. We did manage to get ourselves to Arena 5 for the week, which, once again, that is a lot of refreshing. You can do it. All it takes is a bit of time dedication. So let's hide this and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So over here, you can see this is where we are. The week has reset. I pushed myself well and truly into Arena 5. So even after the reset, I shouldn't get knocked down into Arena 4. And if you look at my tiers here, once again, that's where we ended up. So this was the chest we ended up getting. And like I said, I'll show you some of the gear pieces that we rolled because some of them actually rolled absolutely fantastic, but the chests just get better as you go up. And the fact that you can cheese your way up here by just refreshing every 15 minutes for free and then fighting weak enemies. Now, I'm not going to fight him. I don't, do I? Yeah, he's fine to fight at high power. Yeah, some of these enemies, like, above, like, 40k, they're just, like, too much for me to deal with even. Like, this thing, I ain't touching that at 103k. That's just going to absolutely stop me. But this guy, I can probably beat. So I will go ahead and attack him later. I'm not going to waste your time with that. But essentially, that's all you're doing. Coming back every 15 minutes, you can refresh. That can get you through silver, into gold, through gold 1, all the way into gold 5. Now, there were some times where I actually used a couple gems to refresh this. That was when it was like kind of like things like I needed to use my my arena tickets that were in the mail. Normally after I woke up in the morning and I was getting close to cap and I was trying to do it, I probably burnt about maybe 50 to 100 gems doing that along the way, but I won't do that anymore, obviously. But that is one way you can do it. Once again, through those arena chests, you can get some really amazing gear. Now, I want to show you guys that gear, and then we'll talk about the other ways that I've been getting really strong gear on my champions. So if we go over to Tagoar here, you can see this was one of the pieces. It was a HP percent main stat, speed, crit rate, resistance, and attack, and we ended up rolling double hits into speed for 17 speed. We've obviously got one upgrade, but I am strapped for silver at the moment, so I'm not upgrading it yet. I will definitely eventually upgrade this one to max, which is really solid. Now, the weapon was only 5-star, and unfortunately it didn't roll anything else into speed. It got 1 accuracy here, which Tagoar doesn't care about, but I didn't need to make the set, so I slapped it in there. It did get 1,000 extra HP, which ain't too bad for Tagoar anyway, but that is what we are looking at there. We did also get a couple other pieces if we scroll down to that section and take a look. This chest piece is actually really decent. The other pieces just aren't great. Eventually this will go on someone. 5 speed, 18% crit rate with an attack set bonus. Oh, dude, you can't even see it. Dude, my fat head always gets in the way in this stuff. Let me just put it there. Yeah, so that one, attack percent, speed, crit rate, HP. Unfortunately, one roll into the flat HP, but hey, that is not a bad one. This one, unfortunately, rolled double rolls into the defense percent. Could have been really good if we went all into accuracy or all into crit damage, but not the greatest piece. And we did get some HP percent boots, which aren't too key for me. These ones, unfortunately, had the flat HP. I'm still hunting a 6-star set of speed boots. I haven't got one yet. This one, not too bad with the crit rate and accuracy. We can definitely make that work if we get another piece to pair with them. It's only 5-star, but it's still not bad. But as you can see, we did manage to get some decent pieces of gear through that arena chest, which was absolutely fantastic. Okay, and just in editing, I finally got this code to work. There is a code which is 1 week gift. The number 1 week gift. Now, that code is meant to work for some people 1 week into the game. I have tried it every day from day 7 of my account and it hasn't worked. And just in editing, my code refreshed and I tried it again and it finally worked. In the fine print of like the event online where you get it, it said that this was meant to be for American users only, but dude, some of the codes in this game are just buggy. It finally worked. I'm in Australia. It finally worked for me. So I definitely recommend trying this one every day because if you can get around that 7-day mark and you get some good pieces out of this, really, really nice. We've got the Slayer set, 6-star. Pretty solid. Let's see what we can get here. Let's see what we can get from these ones, please. Please be good pieces. I just claimed them from the mail. So I really want speed boots, but we're gonna do the boots last. Let's crit rate and crit damage. Nice. What are the set bonuses? We got one piece is 5% crit rate, then crit damage, then speed. Fills this champion's turn meter by 5% per the first hit of each enemy from AoE attacks. Not bad. Another crit rate, dude. Yes. Okay. All right. Even if we only get 2 pieces, we get crit rate, crit damage. If we get 3 pieces, we also get speed. So hopefully we can find 3 solid pieces for this. And we've got 1. Crit rate, crit damage. We will take it. Headpiece. Crit rate, crit damage. We will take it. Come on. Crit rate, crit damage again. Crit rate and speed. No shot. All right. Crit rate or crit damage gloves, please. Crit rate gloves with accuracy and attack. No shot. Attack percent. Ah, there's the flat defense. Dude, if we can get speed, this will be nuts. Speed. Speed. Defense. Honestly... 1, 2, 3, 4 cracking pieces. We are set to build someone on the 4th Slayer. Dude, that is huge. You know what? I'm pretty strapped. Let's just go to 4 on both of them. Crit rate, please. All right, we'll take... Honestly, we've got that much crit rate. Actually, I'll take the crit damage. How much is this using? Oh, that's using way too much silver. Okay, that's a big, juicy crit damage. Considering we do get the crit rate bonuses, I think I'm happy with that. Honestly, I'll take either of them on this one. I'm just going to do the 4 because I'm kind of strapped here, as you can tell. Okay, there's 13% crit. You know what? Let's check this one. Ideally, we get the speed on this one. Let's go straight to 8. Dude, I'm so strapped for... Okay, honestly, crit rate, it's okay. Upgrade. Let's just check this one. Actually, this one I don't really care about. Like that, whatever we land on that one is going to be fine. But let's just upgrade this bad boy to level 8. What do we get? We get the crit damage. So from these 3 pieces alone, what do we got? We got crit damage to 19, 23, 33. 33 crit damage, not too bad. 6 and 13, 19, and 17 is 26, 36 crit rate, plus the set bonuses of an extra 5 crit rate, crit damage, and speed. And I can get this effect if I want. Dude, clutch code. Hopefully you guys get some pieces that look like this. Like I said, unfortunately we didn't get the speed boots. I'm still hanging out for some 6-star speed boots, but we'll take it. Anyway, back to the rest of the video. Now I want to go through some other ways that I've gotten some pretty sick gear, because there's a couple other ways that I've done it, which I'm really happy with. So obviously if you've been traveling along with this account, you know that I got these ones through crafting. So the whole idea of this account was that we start with my download link, which gives us the Elenaril, Tagoar, Mausoleum, Mage, and Uugo. And we basically just solo the faction crypts with these two, with the Supreme Gallic and the Tagoar, by taking the normal Gallic so that it unlocked the faction crypts for the first 7 days of the account. Unfortunately with this guy, you cannot unlock him until the apprentice challenges finishes. I absolutely hate that because I 5-starred him to make him fodder and I couldn't feed him. Just something to note if you do this. I'm pretty sure when the time period lapses for the pass, which is 2 weeks away from me, you can go ahead and feed him. That's what I'm hoping, because I do eventually want to feed him. I have no need for him. I have another 3-star version that I can keep in case I really want to build him one day, but just keep that in mind. But essentially, through doing the faction crypts, we got pieces of gear like this one. We also got these crit rate gloves. We did get a few really good 6-star pieces of gear. If we go over to, who else has one of them? I think you, yeah, we got some nice HP percent gloves as well. Unfortunately, they rolled double. I mean, there was no good substats on those to roll into anyway. Luckily, we did roll a speed anyway. But once again, you know, when you're on a fresh account, this was like on like day 4 or 5, maybe earlier, day 3, 4, or 5, and you get like a 6-star HP percent. That's pretty decent for your supports as well. well. If we go over here, we did get some extra, 17% crit rate on the weapon, 5-star crit rate gloves with some accuracy, ain't too bad. So we did get some decent pieces through the faction crypts. Once again, unfortunately, that one has ended, so I've got another 4 days before it opens, but we had access to that for the first 7 days of the account, which means we just came into the forge here and we managed to craft a bunch of these bad boys. As you can see, the only thing I am really missing is these purple ones, which hopefully I'll be able to push into in the next daily reset, because I'll be able to use Alice and push her one, so maybe I'll be able to get these purples and craft even more. We got really lucky with the golds, but now we just need to get some purples. But the next one that I want to talk about is tournaments. Tournaments are a fantastic way to get them. Now, you have to really choose your tournaments. I'm doing a bit of spiders farming at the moment. Like I said, I don't like the idea of farming any dungeons, but because spiders 10 is bugged and gives a very high drop rate of 5-star accessories, and I'm at the point where none of my champions really have accessories, I just want to get a good base roster of accessories, and then I'll stop. I'm not pushing to try and get the top ranks here, because as you can see here, I've done some runs and I'm rank 4. I'm not going to be able to push up with these guys up here, but I'm happy to take whatever I can get. Now, the big thing for me is, and where I managed to get these pieces over here, if I show you these ones, as you can see, these pieces over here, this one attack percent, but really bad substats. This one HP percent gloves, which normally you want crit rate, but it does have 25% crit rate. Oh, dude, my bad head in it again. Okay, let's go through this again. Yeah, so this one's attack percent with really bad substats. These gloves, once again, HP percent with 25% crit rate. If that rolls another one into crit rate, I mean, for some champions, that's going to be enough crit rate to be like a crit rate main stat, if we get enough subs through elsewhere, and it just makes them more tanky. Or if it's a HP damage dealer, I mean, we're getting more HP and we're getting the crit rate. So I really like this set of gloves. We will get some use out of these. Unfortunately, this one rolled really horribly as well. You got the attack, defense, not too great. But these ones I got from a tag arena tournament, and I didn't buy any tag arena tickets. All I did was make sure I refreshed tag arena every 15 minutes and did every attack I could, and I managed to finish rank 1 in a tag arena tournament. Now, if we jump back over here and take a look at the tournaments ongoing at the moment, you can see we got a classic arena takedown. Now, for me here, I am well and truly in the lead for this one over here as well. And that is because I am in gold 5. And a lot of people that I get paired with, I'm assuming because it pairs them based on account age. I'm really not 100% sure how that works. But as you can see here, I am getting 13 per victory, and I am making sure I use every victory every day. You got 24 hours in the day. That's 24 attacks. Plus you get 10 per day from your playtime. That's, that's 34. Plus you get another 5 from the side quests, I think it is, or whatever it is, the mission side quest. The challenge quests, I think they are. Whatever it's called, those things. You get another 5 from that. So you're getting like 39 attacks per day, and I'm getting 13. Someone in Silver 4 is just not going to be able to keep up with me, even if they are buying extra attacks with gems, which I don't recommend. So that is a fantastic way. Once again, if you're playing this super sweaty method, you will go ahead and get that. So once again, in another 9 hours and 38 minutes, I will be getting another 6 of these bad boys. Yes, they're not legendary like the ones I got from the tag arena, but there's more pieces, meaning more chances at a decent piece. I'm really hoping for some speed boots. I haven't got any 6-star speed boots, but we'll have to wait and see. But once again, when I really, I personally just absolutely hate the idea of farming any of these dungeons below stage 20, just because once again you're still going to hit 4 stars and it just feels really bad. Same with dragons. I think I'm doing 17 at the moment because I've got a mission to do, and 17 is pretty reliable for me. Yeah, I'm on a Dragons mission. So, like, I just hate, outside of doing it for missions, I don't want to farm any of them below 20 except for Spider. And so that's why I try as hard as I can to get as much decent gear from other means so that I can concentrate on farming up all my 6 stars so that I can keep up with the Arbiter missions, because that is my goal here, to rush the Arbiter missions in this account and see how fast we can do it. So trying to get gear anywhere I can besides the dungeons, because the dungeons just feel like very inefficient. For instance, if I need to upgrade masteries, then Minotaur is efficient for me because I'm already 2-manning this bad boy with these 2 on the higher stage. So anytime I have a mission that requires extra masteries, I just do it with Tagoar. Galax already had his board. Tagoar's just guaranteed to get them with this 2-man team. Once Tagoar's maxed out, I just throw someone else in there, and we're farming this at 100% efficiency. Whereas if you're farming dragons at like 13 or 14, 15, whatever it may be, it just feels like you're farming it at terrible efficiency levels, and I just don't see the value in doing that as opposed to just farming some, fodder. However, the one caveat is, over here I am doing spiders 10, but I'm doing it as efficiently as I can. We also have a champion training tournament on at the moment. We also have the spider tournament, so I'm trying to double dip on as many things as I can, and I am just running that at the moment. With the Supreme Gallic, soloing it. Now, to do this type of thing, you do need to have a really, really fast carry. I have seen people do this with their Kale as well. My problem with Gallic is I really need to change his gear set to try and push higher into spiders, because he does too much damage to the spiders, which is the problem, because what he really wants to do is just put the burn. Also, I don't have a stun character, so I can't control the spiders, so they become an issue, because I need to control them if I want to bring my Armiger in, who's only 3-star, to try and keep the spider at bay. But once again, that's just an issue of needing to build more things on my account. But essentially at this stage, I can just solo farm the spider on stage 10, which is giving me a really good amount of 5-star accessories, considering I don't have any accessories. Or I don't have many. For instance, Supreme Gallic, his ring at the moment is defense. His amulet is HP, I think, or defense. And his banner is resistance. So he doesn't even have optimal pieces. He's just got stuff I could throw on there so that he could jump in here and basically do the job he needs to do. But obviously, I want to get some more optimal pieces. I'm not going to farm this forever, but I'm going to farm it a decent little bit just to get me some extra silver as well, and hopefully have at least equipable. Once again, if I don't have the right main stat, I'm not going to stress too hard, but just to have enough pieces that I can put the accessories onto my champions and get them sort of started. And then once again, I'm just going to look away from spider and go back into farming some more fodder. Plus, we do have the spider tournament on, so I want to get some of those rewards out of the spider tournament, because it's not too bad. Like getting a free I think it's a 4-star chicken from the spider tournament isn't too bad, considering I am still leveling fodder whilst doing this. Plus, I'm also getting some some upgrades to my champions. Plus, I'm also making a decent little bit of silver, because the ones I don't want, they do sell pretty decently, even only the 5-star ones. So that is kind of what we're looking at. But that is the update for the account. Once again, on day 12, really nice that there are some ways you can sort of cheese around the game and get some decent gear for your champions, decent artifacts, without having to farm the dungeons. Because like I said, I'm all about efficiencies, and farming low-level dungeons just doesn't seem super efficient. Oh, dude, I didn't have the super rate on. Dude, rip. Anyway, that is what we are up to. Anything else you guys want to see, any questions you have on the account and what we've been doing, please let me know, but I'll keep updating you guys and making more videos. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.